Alright. Sorry, guys. I just got over my sickness a little bit, so sorry if I sound a little stuffy. But today I'll be doing my presentation on phobias. Um, that is just something I wanted to do a presentation on that I never really researched or talked about, so it's something for me to learn along the way. Types of phobia. There's actually three main types of phobia, which are social, specific, and agoraphobia. There's other branches and types of phobia, but these are actually the three main ones that people usually have. And yeah, social, the fear of embarrassment in front of people. So that's pretty much like speaking in front of a class or speaking in front of a crowd. Um, they tend to usually not talk to people very much. They're the quiet ones. Another type of phobia is specific of intense fear of particular object that's harmless. So a phobia of spiders is a really good example. A lot of people are scared of spiders, but there are people who absolutely fear them, which is their phobia. They think it's gonna bite them and kill them, but some are very harmless spiders. Um, agoraphobia, characterized as being in places or circumstances that prove to be difficult or humiliating to escape. Um, so they try to avoid places or situations that might cause them to panic or feel trapped or helpless or embarrassed. So it's like getting on a bus to get to work, pretty much. Treatment. There is treatment. There's actually two types of treatment. Um, there's medication and there is therapy. Those are the two main treatment for phobias, but there's one more, but I'll get into that later on during this presentation. Okay, so medications. They do prescribe medications for phobia, which are beta blockers. These drugs block the stimulation effects of adrenaline, such as increased heart rate and elevated blood pressure, and also sedatives. Pretty much help them to relax and calm down, and it also helps people with anxiety. Um, exposure therapy was is another reason, another way to help with phobia. So they focus on changing your response to the object or situation that you fear. So they try to expose you to that little by little and help you understand that's nothing to be afraid of. So it helps them out pretty much. Um, what is the big deal of phobia? 8.7% of Americans have a specific phobia. So with that many people's phobia, you can understand that it could cause somebody to not pursue their career, even though they might be really good at something. The everyday struggle, lost potential to society, as I was trying to talk about. Yeah, so someone's really good at something, but they have that fear of going out and talking to crowds or showing people what they can do. It could be a loss to society. Somebody could have a lot to offer, but they can't do it themselves. Um, chain reaction illness, other caused illness by phobias. Yes, so phobia can cause other illnesses such as depression and substance abuse. Um, so substance abuse, it just helps them to relax and get their mind off it. And depression, they're just depressed all the time because they have that phobia with them. The cause of phobia. How do people get phobias? So this happens earlier on in life. Say your brother pushes you into a pool when you're 4, and you don't know how to swim. Well, now you're going to be scared of water forever and swimming. That's one way to get a phobia. Cure without help. Phobias can go away on their own. Yes, without the specific treatment, they can go away on their own. Through adolescence, they can get over that fear because maybe they're getting exposed to it a little by little, every year, some sort of that. Development. Between ages 4 and 8 is when people develop phobias. Yeah, as I was saying, later on in life, if your brother throws a bucket of spiders on you and they crawl over you and everywhere, later on in life you're going to be terrified that's going to happen every time you see a spider. Passed on phobia. A child can develop a parent's phobia. Yes, that's true. A parent can expose their child to their fears, and their child is going to see how they react and get their emotions, and now that child's going to react the same way. Next, anxiety can be at fault for the phobias. Yes. Anxiety can cause people to have phobias if they're so, like, the anxiety can evolve into a phobia if that's what they fear the most. It's just going to keep getting worse and worse for them. The return. Once over a phobia by treatment, it can still come back. Yes, if that person went through all the treatment, that phobia can still come back later on in their life if they encounter that thing they feared and it triggers that memory again. It could still come back. Everyone has fear. Don't be ashamed. Embrace it. So if you have a fear, more than likely it's just a fear. You don't have to be scared that you have a phobia. Fear is what gets us through life and what conquers the world. Be different. Don't be scared. Try anything new. Sooner than later. Getting help when younger has a better outcome than someone older trying to get help. The studies have shown that if a child tries to seek, tells a parent that they try to seek help when they're younger, it has a better outcome than an adult who's been living with that fear their whole life, trying to get over it. Conclusion. Why was this important to know? It's important to know because some people out there do suffer with this, and it's just a call or way to let people know and to let people know, that's pretty much why I did this presentation. All right, guys. Thank you.